Christian Atsu being pulled from the wreckage. Yagis, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, welcome to Breakfast Daily on Citi TV.
Right now, unfortunately, the situation is so bad in Hatay also, more than one country around to notice on Turkey. 8 teams are working, but so many buildings have been destroyed. That support is insufficient right now. We got the best news of the day from Atsu on this morning. Atsu was pulled alive from the rubble and taken to hospital.
Okay.
From now on, we are waiting good news from Atsu, but he rescued after 26 hours later. Therefore, his condition is so good but critic. He emerged from the rubble, and also, as you know, sporting director Taner Savut was under the rubble. He is neighbor of Christian Atsu, but he is still under the rubble, and search efforts continue. We look forward to it, my friends.
Okay. Do you have any updates from the hospital yet on Atsu?
Connection was so terrible in the Hatay. Sometimes I try to reach Hatay Sport Board to get new information from Christian Atsu, but I didn't because of network.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for speaking to us this morning, and thank you for the update. And we wish you all the best. Our prayers are with you in Turkey.
Of course, if I got any good news from Atsu or anything else, I will inform you on the social media account and WhatsApp. I hope they will be better.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. So, as he said, if you missed any of it, Atsu was pulled from the rubble after 26 hours. That's a long time.
It is.
Yes, but unfortunately, the director of the sporting club has still not been found. He's actually Atsu's neighbor, in the building that where they live, but he hasn't yet been found. They're still looking for him. So I think of all the people in the club, he's probably the last person that they were looking. They were the last 2 that they were looking for. Then they found Atsu, and then now they are looking for their club. So you can see the building over there coming down. That's some pretty gruesome.
Scary. Yes, it was scary.
So can you imagine that kind of story building, and then you are up there in the 10th floor, 15th floor, and then it's coming down.
It's better to be up there.
Is it?
Yeah, than to be down there, because everything is now collapsing on you.
Well, I mean,
regardless,
in terms of a collapse,
I mean, if you are lower, it's better, right? Because you can, but anyway, I mean,
it's only God who can deliver you.
With what we are seeing,
look at this.
Everything coming down.
Look.
But we thank God that Atsu has been pulled out and is alive. But this is when
it's a critical moment.
He really needs our prayers, because for you to be in that rubble for over 24 hours, he will definitely be distressed.
You will have issues.
And look, so we talk about the building collapsing. We are not looking at electricity issues that will come. We are not looking at pipes that will be burst. We are not looking at probably what happened at dawn, but did we have, like, for instance, cookers on? Do we have people doing all kinds of activity? So all these are part of issues that we should be looking at as well. It's going to be extremely dark in there. I mean, when the building collapses, it's going to be extremely dark, and you cannot breathe because there's a lot of dust too in there. Blocks have collapsed, so really it's a very terrible situation. And for you to be in there, battling for your life, trying to breathe, trying to hold on to something and all that, look, this is not a good experience at all, But
I mean,
we can be hopeful and pray for him
at least
this
he's
point.
in hospital.
Yes.
And hopefully he gets well taken care of. I'm praying that he quickly comes out of any form of danger zone.
Yes.
Because usually these kinds of things, once you're out of danger zone, then recovery is easier. But
look, I
just
can
have to
imagine
keep
how,
praying,
yeah, his family will be feeling now.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
I mean, I have seen
But
something like this before.
you were front line and center of a building collapse
Yes.
a few years ago.
Yes, that's a little over 10 years
about
ago.
10 yeah,
yes,
but
the
yeah.
Malcolm disaster.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so I was at Lyceum at that time. I was on my way to school and I heard Peace FM say that, okay, so the Malcolm building at Achimota has collapsed. And I was like, God, I hope there were no persons inside. And they said, well, this just happened and we had workers inside.
It was morning.
That is when I started panicking.
Work had just begun.
But to extent, it was a bit okay because the shop had just been opened, so we didn't have a lot of shoppers on the floor. But the moment I heard that there were workers inside, I started panicking because I knew that my brother really will be inside there. And
he was a manager, right?
Yeah, he was the manager. Yeah, he was the manager. And I mean, similar to what happened to Atsu, he stayed in there. I mean, under the rubble for quite a long time, you know. So I remember back then, AMA boss and all the officials, that was Alfred Okovandapoy, giving me like minute-to-minute updates that we're trying to find him, He was pulled out, you know, alive. He was taken to Achimota Hospital and later transferred to 37 Military Hospital in intensive care, but he couldn't make it to the next day.
Yeah, well. It's tough, but we pray, and God take care of him in hospital as we speak, and hopefully he'll recover, and you know, we'll see him again, you know, on the sporting front doing what he does best.